What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts. We are back here with another reaction to Madmen, season 1. I don't know which episode I'm on right now, but this show really stirred up a lot of conversations within my watching it so far. So I'm looking forward to more. The characters are very intriguing, and the acting is very well done as well. So the conversations, of course, as we go along, you're gonna see me stop the video to talk about those things that I see happening. And I love to draw parallels between what I'm watching to real life and to kind of relate, because that's I believe that most writers that write anything, they want you to put yourself in these characters' shoes and relate to these characters. That's how you find that connection. That's how you become immersed into any show that you watch. It's up to you if you want to be immersed in that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't relate, you can't relate. That's fine, but you might know somebody, and that's the kind of stuff that I talk about on the channel, and it makes me feel good to kind of see, sometimes people can't really read into certain things, and I kind of bring that. And if you can bring a different perspective as well in the comment section, that's even better. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Let's go watch some Mad Men, man. Season 1, whatever episode I'm on. Let's get to it.
Congratulations, Mr. Draper.
Thank you.
I hear Advertising Age ran a picture.
Fortunately, no one reads that.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you, too.
Thank you, Peggy.
Congratulations for what? Being the only one on time for this meeting?
Oh, I was just telling Peggy I got a short story published. The Atlantic Monthly.
Look at that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What does this have to do with you, Kenny?
Cosgrove here got a story published in
The Atlantic Monthly.
You're kidding.
I look forward to reading it.
Keep it. I've got copies. Yes, the weird thing is, short fiction is not my strong suit. I have 2 novels.
Those don't even sound stupid.
Thanks.
I mean, they both sound good.
You want to read one?
I do, but I also want to talk about Liberty Capital Savings.
Jack Koenig says they want a new promotion. Interest rates are level, some kind of irresistible fireworks that bring people to the bank, even if it's just to visit.
Hey, Jack keeps talking about escalating the toaster wars in order to lure women in, which is silly when you think about it, because other than a few working girls, most women aren't in charge of the banking. All we do is try to get.
We all know you don't. You don't run your household, sir. We all know that.
Men need their own accounts, beyond the family.
Men. Oh, I can see that. Discretion. Discretionary.
No.
Joint?
Executive.
Well, I don't know. Executive. Okay.
That's why he won an award.
Hello, Mr. Biderbeck.
It's me, and don't ask who or you'll spoil the mood. I was thinking about playing the horn this afternoon.
Where are you calling me from?
I just had a phone put in. Really, instant connection. Just like that night at the ticket booth in Grand Central.
Why are you listening to people's phone calls? I remember back in the day when you couldn't talk on your house phone because all the damn phones are connected. All the phones are connected. You couldn't talk to a girl you liked or something privately because your mom could just take up the phone and listen to your conversation. When you have stuff like this where she obviously heard a conversation, and instead of putting the phone back down, she picked the phone back up to hear what was going on, right? So now you hear something you're not supposed to hear or not supposed to know. I don't even know what her role in all this is.
I can't believe he got published and didn't tell anyone until it came out.
He kept walking around like the idiot he is.
I have this story about this crazy night I had where I ended up in Jersey City with all these Negroes, and we all got along. Can you imagine how good that story is?
That's a
No.
terrible story.
It is.
Wow.
You can't call me at work.
You're scared I'm gonna get lonely all the time.
You can't.
Start having
Bruh.
conversations with you. And
It's
when
the
you
reason
wanna
why I
turn
never
it,
dated
say,
more than one woman
"When are you
at
gonna
once,
come
man.
over?"
Because I don't know why men want this headache. I've had a few
I have to.
opportunities, okay? You know, women are not out here trying to tear
Like,
my
I'm sorry
clothes
your
off.
life is
I've
in a
had a
million
few
pieces.
opportunities to date multiple women, and I never did it.
Be
I
easier for you
chose
to
not
have
to
one less.
because it's just a headache, bro. Like, one woman is enough. Why men would
You
want to
wait
deal with
until
more
you're
than
done to
one
make me
woman.
feel
No matter
bad
how
about
much
the
money
first
I got, I don't think I would do it. It's just the headache.
What's wrong with it? Just tell me. I can tell you don't like it.
Oh, I do. And I love that you're sitting alone at your typewriter, drinking a scotch, thinking it. I mostly read the classics. It seemed strange to me. It's too modern. I just think it's odd that the bear is talking.
The bear is not talking. It's what the hunter imagines the bear to be thinking.
Why don't you submit it?
I was going to when I finished dickering with it. You could run it by Charlie Fittich. He has one of those big publishing jobs, doesn't he? Call him. Ask him to look at the story.
Why now?
Do you know who Ken Cosgrove is?
So what? You don't want to be a writer? I thought it was a hobby.
He's out there. People know who he is. You can tell what this means to me.
You were so upset when I told you.
Tell me about what?
Peter,
Tell me about what?
that he was my first.
Who was your first?
This.
Who? Charlie Fittich or
Let's
whatever?
make up for that. Let Charlie Fittich see what he's been missing.
Really? Or she might go over there and get smashed. Never send your woman to go visit an ex or be somewhere alone with your ex. Not with your ex, with her ex. Never do that. That is stupidity at its best. You should analyze your girl, how she behaves in front of him. If she acting different, y'all need to have a serious talk. Or maybe kick her to the curb. She belongs to the streets. A lot of times it could be a red flag that she might still be cheating with this dude. I'm not saying that all women do this. I'm saying it's a possibility that she's still smashing this dude. You don't have to experience something yourself to know that it happens. Okay, dude. You know, and this is not just coming from my guy friends. This is knowledge coming from members, women in my family. And don't get me wrong, some of the women in my family belongs to the streets. They're not all angels. Some of them do belong to the streets. Right? But you got to be careful, man, especially with women. You don't want to put your woman, because women, I think, especially nowadays with modern women, they don't have as much self-control as women used to have. Like when women used to understand that they control access to sex.
I'm sorry. Do you mind?
I'll take any excuse to get out of this meeting.
His name is Adam Whitman.
Tell him, where is he?
Reception.
Can I help you?
Is this his brother or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know I'm grown up, but Dick, it's me. It's Adam. Your little brother.
Yeah, I figured.
Don.
Are you mad at me?
I don't even know who you are.
I know I look different. I grew up tall, okay? But it's me, Dick. Gosh, I thought I saw a ghost.
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
You can't even look at me.
He knows who it is.
There's a coffee shop 3 blocks west of here. D-Light. I'll meet you there at noon.
That's swell.
Why wouldn't you be happy to see your brother? Is that a, like?
I can't believe this. It is really you. Dick, I thought you were dead, and you're right here.
That's not me.
What happened to you? Why did you do that? I knew you weren't dead. I knew I saw you that day hiding in the window in your uniform. I was only 8, but I knew it was you. It looks exactly like him, except around the eyes. Donald Draper? What kind of name is that?
What difference does it make? People change their names. What happened to her?
Mom?
She wasn't my mother. She never let me forget that.
She's gone.
Good.
Uncle Mac took it pretty hard. He passed too. Did you miss me at all?
Of course I did.
You said you enjoyed the story?
Yes, I did. As much as anyone can enjoy that kind of thing.
So you like it or you didn't like it?
It doesn't matter. Matters that I publish it, right?
Yes, it does.
Trudy, I want to talk to you about something that has nothing to do with this.
He's still in love with her?
I miss you.
Yep. What did I say? Never do this, bro. This is a dumb move.
It doesn't have to be more than just being with you.
This man wants to just smash, bro.
Charlie, I can't. I'm a newlywed.
You're thinking about it.
Maybe like in some movie. Maybe then.
I want you now. I don't want you old. I want you now. I know you'll never leave him.
No, Charlie. Please.
Why are you asking? Please.
Callie, don't run.
You should have been out of that office the
Hello.
minute he started mentioning that.
Hello, you must be Peggy.
I recognized your voice. It's so nice to finally meet you in person.
Is he in there?
Not right now. But please go inside.
The thing that baffles me the most about this show, I mean, in general, in life, is how men cheat on women like that. I just don't get it.
Let go of me. Mrs. Draper is here, and they're having their portrait taken, and he snuck out, and I don't know who to lie to.
Calm down. Speak slowly. Where is he?
If I make an excuse to Mrs. Draper, she could catch him in it, especially if she just leaves. Or even worse, then he'll know that I know where he was.
You do know. And you're going to tell me. Or I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I can't believe you.
Well,
He sees this woman.
who is she?
I don't care. Please hurry.
You're making this so complicated. You go out there and you entertain her and her brats. Get some Hershey bars from the cart. And tell her that you don't know where he is and you forgot to remind him. It is the truth. You shouldn't have told me.
Joan would have been my type of
I'm not
woman.
going to tell anybody, but you shouldn't have
not
told
her
anything.
attitude. I'm talking about her physique. That I
I'm not
like.
mad at you. I just
Except
wanna know.
yes. I don't know.
I mean,
flat.
look at you.
It's just not.
Who is Donald Draper?
I'm gonna go.
That's it? I don't understand why you're being like this. When I was little, I used to imagine this day happening, and here it is. I don't understand. I'm family.
Adam,
I
it's not
don't
gonna
understand
happen.
either.
I'm gonna walk out that door. That's it. Because this never happened.
Why is he being so mean? What the hell happened in his hometown?
The modern executive is a busy man. Has business expenses, family, leisure. How are you supposed to keep all that straight? An account for a man that is private. The statements come to the office, not your home.
I see. For organizing your life.
If it needs it.
Executive private account. What are you laughing at? A portion of our customers are already, I believe, doing this. There's just no name for it, and we had no way to charge them.
I like the torch.
It could start some uncomfortable conversations in a lot of homes, but it's better than a calendar.
Let's talk placement.
5G. This man walks around.
Be rewarded. You know what? I don't have a copy of it.
Hey,
You said you got like 50 more copies, right?
maybe I do. If not, it's on every newsstand in town.
Why are they so jealous, bro? Like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Really happy for people and just move on, man. Leave that to the women.
So good looking, he can go outside the office for whatever he wants.
Don't poke it out like that, Joan. Jesus.
Keep his record clean here and at home. Honestly, if he sees that in you, you are solid gold. That's his private life. Private. That's how these men are. And it's why we love them. Look, if you're even thinking about passing judgment, then you're in the wrong business. Okay? You need to relax.
Piggy
This
is.
job is odd, but it's the best.
But it's the best.
I
She
know I've been
oozes
fair,
sex
but
appeal, dude.
I've been competing neck and neck with people.
Like, so attracted to her, but
I didn't know I was competing with you too.
so not a fan of the pointy brassieres,
Well,
bro. This shit just
I have
looks
some good news.
unnatural, man.
Charlie Fittich came by the house this afternoon. He said he was going to get you published.
That is incredibly swell news. When? Where?
Boys Life magazine.
Boys.
What?
Life.
It's a $40 fee, and a lot of people read it. I thought you'd be happy.
For a year's work. You don't want me to have what I want.
I could have gotten you in the New Yorker, or in the Encyclopedia Britannica if I wanted to.
So, why didn't you?
Why would you put me in that position?
Because he's dumb. He's the dumbest dude in the show. He's so dumb. I guess.
Don, are you okay?
No.
No, I just might have to go back to the office. I haven't decided yet.
Hello.
I need to see you tonight. Are you busy?
For you? Of course not.
Family is something that I always encourage if it's a reconnection kind of thing. Like, you know, if somebody you haven't seen in a long time, you know, regardless of what you talk about, you know what I'm saying? Just go see them.
I'm so glad you changed your mind. Come in. Sit down.
Adam, listen to me. I have a life, and it only goes in one direction. So no Abigail, no Uncle Mac. Nobody, huh?
I know. It's strange. What are you doing?
It's $5,000.
You know, pay him to go away.
I want you to take it, and I want you to leave New York, and I don't want to see or hear from you ever again.
That's not what I wanted. That's not right. You're serious, aren't you?
Wow.
You thought I was dead. Just go back to thinking that.
Where do I go?
How about that?
Take your own life.
Bruh. That's your brother. I don't understand. Is he sick? I don't get it. Are you serious? You're paying your brother, and that's your little brother for that matter, and you're paying him to go away? It's not like dawned on me or anything just now that he's an asshole, but I didn't think it'd go this deep. Like, I'm curious if it's not the commentary, because it's got to be the commentary, right? Why you guys suggested I watch this show. It's got to be the commentary. that you think I would provide from watching this show. I mean, I would, because the show is just, it's life. It's life in general. Just seeing these guys maneuver life, seeing what the women have to deal with back in those days and stuff like that. That's all I'm seeing in the show so far, and it's been very entertaining. So for me, and for this episode, this was a very good episode as well. Learned some valuable lessons, as I talked about during the episode. You know what I'm saying? Never send your wife, your girlfriend, to go visit an ex. That's stupid. Don't do that. That's dumb. Just like, and that goes for you women as well. Never send your man to go visit an ex, no matter what it is, no matter what. If it's a situation where you gotta go to their place, if you used to live with them or something like that, make sure that you're with them. If it's something that they have to get, you get what I'm saying? Make sure that you're with them on the day that they go. Make sure it's a day that you can be available. Never send them by themselves. You don't know what's happening. And as I said, if it's on a happenstance situation, watch your woman's body language. Likewise, women, watch your men's body language. Okay? If you don't know what to look for, I can tell you. If your woman is acting a little bit too giggly, that's one of the main signs of when women are still like maybe in love, or still having feelings, or still having, there's still sexual tension there. They're still sexually attracted to their ex. When you're, you know what I'm saying, they say a little thing, shit ain't even that funny, and they're laughing their ass off. It's because they're nervous and they don't know, they're nervous, they don't know how to act. There might be some feelings still there. Okay, so you got to be careful. You got to be careful in those situations. Just don't do those things. Like, I remember running into my ex way back, one time, way back when I was with my new girl and stuff like that, and it was a very awkward situation, but it was a situation where she didn't know how far I've come, because one of the things that the reasons why she broke up with me was because I wasn't pulling my weight as a man, and basically I was asking for more time to make things up. You know what I'm saying? You know, throughout the years that I was in that marriage, I was asking for, you know, just give me some more time, man. Let me figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? Let me figure this thing out. And sometimes women can't wait, and that's fine. You can leave your man, do whatever, do what you got to do. But I would say this: if a man is telling you give them more time, and you see them making strides towards that, towards where you want them to go, don't just up and leave. Give them the time. I know some women are out there saying, man, I'll give him another time. All he does is stay at home, sit on the couch, don't want to work, and all this other stuff. You shouldn't have been with that man in the same place, in the first place, I should say. So situations like those, you know what I'm saying, you have all right to leave that man. But guess what? If the sex is good, a lot of times women will stay. You never stay for sex. You get what I'm saying? I talk about on this channel, you know what I'm saying, sex is good, it's nice to have, got no issues with it, but it is overrated. Okay, sex is overrated. If you want to keep a man, sex is not what's going to keep him. Okay, sex is not what's going to keep him around. If you're just giving it up, and that's what it is, because women think that they have, you know what I'm saying, they think their shit is so good, a man will never leave them. It ain't, no. A man, trust me, trust me, if that's all you're doing to keep your man, eventually that relationship is not going to work out. Okay, you got to bring something else to the table. I know it triggers some people when you say that, but I don't care. You got to bring something else to the table if you want to keep a man. It's not all that men want. Okay, so you got to understand from that perspective as well. I didn't like the fact that he sent his wife to go see an ex. You never do that. I knew it from the moment he said it. I was like, you just don't do that. And see what happened. This man was coming on to your wife, and you don't even know about it. And she even came back and said, why would you put me in that position? Why would you send me back to see an ex that, first of all, first of all, it's even worse in the context, right, that he is her first. He took her virginity. That's even worse. You get what I'm saying? Usually women are caught up with those men, and it took them a while to get away from that man. If whatever the situation was, if it was a good breakup or bad breakup, it doesn't even matter. A lot of times that woman is so connected to that man and so emotionally attached to that man, you know, or peer bond, if you want to use proper terms there. It's like sometimes the instant connection, and that's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, she basically telling them, please, you know what I'm saying, please don't put me in this position right now. Because a lot of times you may think that, you know, you may have lost feelings for somebody, and then when you see them again, everything just comes rushing back. And that's the reason why you don't want to put yourself in those situations. You got to be strong. You get what I'm saying? There's women in my life that I feel like if we were available adults at this point, and she said she wants a relationship, I'm all for it. There's women that in my past, you know what I'm saying? So it's no matter how, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it's what could have been, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a situation where it's what could have been, you know what I mean? I have a couple of girls back in the day that, if you know what I'm saying, if we are both available right now, and she calls me up and say, hey, let's give this another shot, let's try this, you know what I'm saying, we didn't really get to see where we could go, you know what I'm saying, I think I would, you know what I mean? So you don't, the thing about it is this, right, old flames don't always die out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's they just need a little bit of kindling to get back into the mix, and you just don't play with that fire, especially when you're involved with somebody else. You just don't do it. I'm very disappointed in Don. Very disappointed in Don, more than I've ever been before. Even though he's the most interesting character in the show, he's an asshole, man. I mean, your brother found you after all this time that he thought you were dead, because he haven't seen you since you gone off to war or whatever the situation is, right? And he finds you, sees your picture in the newspaper, getting an award, hits you up, and instead of welcoming him, you're like, yo, my life is going forward, I don't need this kind of drama right now. This is ridiculous. And I'm telling you this from this perspective because I've been here before. I've been in that very position, as in not speaking to my brother for a very long time, for specific reasons that I'm not going to get into this video, right? But I'll tell you this, for years I didn't speak to my brother. For years, I would say for about 3 years or so. I guess you might not call that a very long time, but for family, for us Jamaicans, that's a very long time not to speak to family, you know. And I don't know, I'm getting something in my throat here, but in any case, it was a very odd situation, right? It's a very odd situation. Something happened, and I never spoke to him. But then when I was getting married, you know, I asked him to be my best man, right? I asked him to be my best man. Flew from New York, came to my wedding in Miami, and it was a very heartfelt moment. You know what I'm saying? To know that even after all this time that we didn't talk, for very specific reasons, I was very upset at my brother, me not taking accountability for my very own actions and blaming it on him. You know, if you want to know more about this story, there's a video on my channel that on my original channel actually, where I talked about me being homeless in New York and all this other stuff. And you know, it's later on I started to take accountability and realize that it was my actions, it was my decision that put me in that position. And when he came to my wedding, and you know, there was a moment that we had at the wedding, at the reception, that was very touching. He came up, he gave a speech, and when I went to, I don't remember, was it me? I think it was me that gave a speech. I think I gave a speech at the reception, and then I thanked him, and then he came up to hug me, and we just had a real moment there. You know what I'm saying? We were hugging for a good 2 to 3 minutes and just crying, because we know we haven't spoken to each other for years, and I'm talking about somebody that I probably looked up to too much my entire life. Never, you know what I'm saying, like just aspiring to be like him. I broke out of that eventually. So it was very, very touching moment. So that, me seeing him like that with his little brother, that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm just like, yo, you're just an asshole, dude. Like, I mean, this dude, you're gonna pay your little brother to go away because you want to continue with this facade of a life that you have. It's crazy. You're not a spy or anything like that. Or maybe he is and we just don't know yet. I don't even know. But all I know is, regardless of what it is, it's no excuse to not be happy to see family. It's not an excuse. It's just not. I'm not gonna accept that. So yeah, so that rubbed me the wrong way. Of course, Peggy being nosy. Of course, she's the secretary, being nosy. I think in some ways, the women in this show seem to be the more respectable of the two genders in the show, for some reason. You get what I'm saying? For some strange reason, all the men are just assholes. They're just terrible. They're just terrible people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just terrible. They do these stupid things, and it seems like the women are the sensible ones in the show. I don't know if that's on purpose, but it just seems that way. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I got to take some time to talk about my girl Joan. You know what I'm saying? She's everything I would want in a woman, except for the domestic skills. Of course, I don't think she got any. But I'm talking about her physical outlook. I shouldn't say everything, because she ain't got no ass, and I like a woman with an ass. I like a woman that has a little badunk back there. She don't have to have, I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm not talking about you know what I'm saying, fake ass status or anything like that. Nice, natural and round, you know what I'm saying? It's just what I like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be too much or over the top anything, but something. She is damn near flat back there. But the crazy thing about it is that I still hit it though. I still hit it though, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, that is about as much fun as I am gonna have today. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I have allergies or what the hell is happening to my throat right now. It's crazy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Leave a like, leave a comment. Catch you guys later, man. Peace.